Yo, what it do? Thank you for joining. I want to show you guys how to make a dope drop. I am going to show you the breakdown of my newest song called CALIFORNICATION. It is out now on all platforms, but let's take a listen. I want to show you song arrangement, some mixing, just some techniques that I used here. We won't go over all the sound design because I did in separate videos in the past, like some of the gun videos, some of the Hesh videos, so check those out. But let's listen first, see what we got going on.
Brace yourself for the darkness.
Nice. That's what we got going down. I'm going to give away one free sound, one free rack. Let's go ahead and take a deep dive. First thing I want to go over is just the arrangement. When I'm teaching my private lesson people and everyone's doing the learn, the main thing we're trying to work on is like flow and arrangement in the drop. And one of the biggest things is call and response. I'm going to go over how I did all that here. If you see, we have a pre-drop.
Brace yourself for the darkness.
And right after the pre-drop, we have like a fake out. Then we drop. This is 2 bars, 25 to 27. The pre-drop is 1 bar. That whole build-up, it goes up and then we just cut off the last bit of it. We cut off 1 bar of that build-up for the pre-drop. Perfect transition to drop phrase, which is at 25. But instead of bringing the drop, we do a fake out. This is building more tension, more energy. And the way we do this is we just start it with a sub and a kick and just let it play. Then we can bring the full drums right after. The kick, clap combo, rhythm combo right there. The drums start playing, the sub starts playing. These are at D0. We have multiple layers, so like we have the sub, we have a high layer, and then a saw, just for a fat sub. So I have that sub playing, and it's playing the same note as the sustain. Cool. So let's check this out. The fake out is just this gun sound. We'll just play a simple pattern. This gun is the Dripment based machine gun 3. This is what it's looking like. This gun is going to be one of the main guns in the mix. Going to be taking up a lot of space. But we're going to be going back and forth with this gun and the sustain over here. This one. And then later on in the drop, we have a different sustain that I slightly modified. So it's that compared to... So that sustain will come in later just so that we can add something cool later on in the drop. Let's go ahead and take a listen. Pre-drop goes, then we have this fake out. But right after the fake out ends, we don't go straight into the drop or the response. We do the call first and then response. Let's check it out. So right here we have a growl, which is the call. Starts it off with the sub down here. And then this bass comes in right before the next phrase. So this whole section, this 1 or half a bar section, is all we need to lead us into the next phrase. So we take out half of a bar, and then we also use a mute here. So if we go down, we have all the lows, mids, and highs going to this bus. And then we have this utility that's automating a mute. So when I want to mute everything, I can mute it right here. Everything will mute except the vocals. So all these cool vocals up here, they will stay playing. So I'll just open up space for vocals. And I'll open up space for these fills so that they can sound cool. So right here we did a little mute. So it goes call, and then response. The sustain flows after. So that's really important. We want to basically move back and forth with our basses, and that's what I'm doing here with this growl. Goes to the sustain, and then when the sustain starts to end, we bring in some new basses. Now, before the next phrase begins, we do a big mute. And when we do this big mute right here, this is a full section just to allow this vocal to come in. And then right after that finishes, then we just basically loop the call and response again. So then we start another call with a growl. This growl, it's a little bit different. That compared to... So two different growls, so they sound a little bit different as the phrase moves. We add a different vocal, so we're just slightly adding very small changes in each of the phrases, but we're still keeping the same pattern of call and response. And then when it's done, in this section, we add something brand new rhythm, new flow, so that the listener doesn't get bored. Played all this already, so now we add some new stuff. So now we're just basically adding a different rhythm. I'm slowing this gun down, adding this new sound right here. This is from the Hash video. I just kind of made it a fast bass this time and added a new gun, fast gun. Just change up the pattern slowly so that we can lead it to the next phrase. And that's all I'm thinking, just transition elements, making different patterns, different speeds. It's different. I also resampled this Hash sound and then pitched it down in this audio clip. Just for a cool effect. This specific phrase, we decided to take out the drums and then kind of just bring it back in. So cool little break, and then we just go back to what we were playing at the beginning of the drop. The call. This time, this call, we let the silence actually shine in this section. Then we start changing up the different rhythms. So the gun is now going at a quarter note rate, and we're playing other sounds with it. So we have the synth playing, we have this playing, and we have this noisy. We have the sustain coming in, just chopped up. And as you see, the gun goes slow in this section, then we go fast in this section, we go even faster here. We just keep changing the speed and the rate of some of the main bass. And then we basically repeat that same pitch down section over here. So that's how we're moving, right? We're doing little fake outs, we're doing little breaks, we're also doing the call and response, and that's how we're moving between the phrases and making things easy. And then as soon as this last phrase comes, like I said earlier, we bring a new sustain to kind of finish off the drop. And of course, at the top here, remember the vocals and the effects. This is the stuff that we can hear, even though we mute some of the sections. So these are playing nice and loud little Cool vocals, cool effects, gunshots. And remember, these are going with the mutes. Everything sounds clean because I'm muting everything and letting things come out. So there's a mute right here for the vocal, and then another mute for this gunshot. Or just keep adding mutes so that we can really control the dynamics and let things open up. And that makes us dance, that makes us headbang. That's what we need. That's what we want. This drop is in D minor. The whole intro is written in D. So it's really easy to make this intro and the build up flow with the drop because it's all in key. It's all in the same harmonic space. It's really cool. Basically, after that, we go to the master. We go ahead and check our levels. And we're ready. Really good, -3, -4. Good balance, not too distorted. Look at the stereo image. Also width. We also have sections of mono. Just come back and forth. You see those big dynamic shifts and the silence. Everything I'm seeing in here, I like. It looks good. So I know that we can go ahead and export the song, get it into all platforms, and start headbanging. I hope you guys enjoyed this. This is a breakdown of one of my favorite songs. Put it on your playlist, share it with your friends, and enjoy. I hope you guys like this video. I hope you guys subscribe, and let me know in the comments what you want to see next. Peace out.